here. I wanted to reach out to some of my 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade families that are starting to understand the meaning of mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, I know some of my students have been struggling with that this year, so going as a review, I wanted to go back and just review how to find the mean, median, and mode, and the range. So as you're at home, you can see and you can understand and help your child understand the meaning and the differences between the 4. Okay, so in this video, we are going to use our dice to come up with our numbers. We're going to create a chart, and we are going to break down the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. Okay, once we get those numbers, but really quickly, I want to discuss what they mean. Whenever we're talking about the mean, we are going to take all of our numbers, okay, and add them up and divide it by the total number that you have. So if you rolled the dice 12 times, okay, let's say once you added all of those numbers up, you got 136. Just an example. Okay, once you added them all up, you would have 136. Then, to find the mean, you would divide 136 by 12 because you rolled the dice 12 times. Okay, I'm going to show you this in the video whenever we actually have the paper in front of us so you can see what I'm talking about. But I just want you to think when you roll, the mean is the total sum, all of your numbers together, divided by how many numbers you had. Okay? Now, the median, okay, median in the middle, think in the middle, okay? You are going to list your numbers from lowest to greatest, and you are going to find that middle number, which is going to be your median. Now, as you see, whenever I get my paper, sometimes you're not always going to have that perfect one number in the middle, but you could have 2. So I'm going to show you how to find that median if you end up with a 2 in the middle, okay? And then mode, the number that appears the most. So if you're rolling your dice and you roll number 12 of the 13 times, 6 is going to be your mode because you rolled that number the most. Again, you will see as we get our paper. The range is your highest number rolled. Let's say it's a 12. No, we're not rolling 2 dice, we're rolling 1. So 6, and your lowest number rolled is a 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, that would be your range. Now, I'm going to change the camera over so you can see as we work through one of these, and hopefully you can gather some understanding of what I mean whenever I'm explaining, so you too can find the mean, median, mode, and range at home as you are long distance learning. Alright guys, this is for my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. I'm breaking down mean, median, and mode with some dice. It is totally up to you how you do this. You can use 3 or 4 different dice. You can roll 8 dice. You can roll 1 dice multiple times. It really doesn't matter how you do it, but the goal is you have to fill up all of these squares. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. Then we are going to break down the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. Okay, so we're going to talk about what these mean, and then we are going to use the numbers that we create with our dice. Okay, I don't care how you roll them. I don't care if you roll 1 dice every time, or if you roll 8 dice all at once. It doesn't matter, but each time that you roll a number, you are going to document it in a square. So I'm going to do 2 dice at once just to get it. So I have 3 and 1. So I would put 3 up. My marker doesn't want to work, so let's change that. 3 and 1. Oh, 4 and 1. It does not matter where they go. It could go here and here. There is no rhyme or reason as to where you put your numbers when you're putting them in. So I have 4 and 4. Oh, I'm getting some doubles. 2 and 2. 2, 1. 5, 3, and 3 and 3. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my dice over to the side because I am done with those. So now I have all of my numbers up at the top. So when I am talking about the mean, okay, the mean, when we're talking about math, is adding all of these numbers up, okay? So we're going to have to add all 16 of these numbers to get a sum, okay? Now I'm going to do some mental math here. So let's see if you can make sure that I'm doing it right. So 3, and actually I'm going to take a different marker and I'm going to do it straight across first. So 3 and 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, 3, 4, 4, 8, 12. All right, so now let's do the bottom, 1 and 4. Like I said, you are just adding all of these up. I am breaking them down into 2 sections to make it a little easier. Okay, 1 and 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8. And then if you, like I said, you could do the dots. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ooh, what are the odds you get 2 21s? Now, make sure that these numbers added together are correct. On this side, I have 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4. So my total is 42. Okay, if I add all of these together. Now, to find the mean of a number, you have to take the total number, which is 42, and you have to divide it by how many numbers you have. Okay, so you would have 42. We can put this up here. We have 42, and how many numbers did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 numbers. Okay, so how many times does 16 go into 42? Now, for some of you, it's going to be a little difficult. So in 3rd and 4th grade, we do allow some of our kids to use a calculator for this to determine the mean. If not, you're going to work it out this way. Okay, 16 goes into 42 how many times without going over? Okay, it goes in 2 times. It cannot go over, okay? So once I get that it goes in 16 goes into 42 2 times, what do I do now? I'm going to multiply 16 times 2. That's going to give me 32. Gonna subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. 4 minus 3 is 10. Can 16 go in to 10? No. Okay, that's where your decimals are going to come in. So that's why we allow our students at this point to use a calculator to find that mean. So your 16 divided by 42 would be 2.625. Okay, 5th grade, you really start breaking down these decimals in division. In 3rd and 4th grade, we're really using whole numbers. And this problem just happened to break it up into decimals. Now, if that decimal wasn't there and this number ended in a 0, then you would not need a calculator. But like I said, in 5th grade, you learn how to break these down. I just don't want to confuse you right now. Okay, so then for your median, okay, the median is your numbers, the middle number, okay? And all of these numbers, what is your middle number? So this is the fun part where it comes in and you actually have to list those numbers out, okay? So I'm going to get a piece of paper and I'm going to use the back of this just to list them out, okay? I'm going to use, so I'm going to, number one, I'm going to start with my ones and I'm going to count them. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because I have 4 ones. Now I'm going to count my 2s. Now you want it to go from least to greatest because when you're finding your median, you want to know what the true median is. Okay, so now let's do 2s. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. For my 3s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 4s, 1, 2, 3, no more. 1, 2, 3, and then 5s. There's 1, 5. Do you see any 6s? No 6s, so I'm done. Now, to make sure that I have all of my numbers and I didn't miss, I know that I had 18, so I want to count down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, did I have 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I'm sorry, we had 16. So the numbers up here do match my numbers down here. So now I need to find out what is my median. Now, the easiest way that I have found to find that median is to take a marker, crayon, pencil, and you're going to count down on both sides because it has to be even, okay? So if I mark 1 off on this side, I have to mark 1 off on this side. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, here's the dilemma. I don't have just one number, right? No. So, whenever you get down and you have 2 numbers left, you are going to have to add them and then divide them, okay? So on this one it's pretty easy. So I have 3 plus 3 equals 6, okay? Because you're gonna add those because they are left. And then I have to divide that number by 2 because I did it by 2 numbers. So then I would have 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So this is your median, okay? Because you got down to these 2. And now if there was just 1 left there, that's your median, okay? So let's say that we just had that one, that's gonna be your median. But it's not, you came down to having 2 there. So you would add them together. This time it just happened to be 3 and 3. Now it could have been 4 and 6, okay? For example, if it was 4 and 6, okay, you would have added those together and it would have got 10, and then you would have divided it by 2, which would give you what? Would have given you 5, okay? And that would have been your median, but that's not the case. Just wanted to give you an example. Oh, you can still see it. All right, so for this one, you got down to these 2, 3 plus 3, 6, divided by 2 because you did 2 numbers. Your median here is going to be 3, okay, 3, which is really nice. All right, so again, when you get to mode, the mode means the number that appears the most, okay? Now, I kind of have it written here, which is kind of nice that you can see. You can still kind of see them, so I'm not going to rewrite them. I'm going to take a different color, though, just to differentiate. Okay, so if I'm looking at my 1s, I see that they were used 4 times. My 2s, well, my 4s already beat it, so I'm not worried about my 2s. My 3s is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And my 4s are 3 times. So my 4s and 5s are out. So what was used more, my 1s or my 3s? My 3s, okay? So that would be my mode. That number was used the most, okay? Now, range is not something that we really focus on in 3rd and 4th grade, but the range is taking your highest number, which would have been 5, and subtracting your lowest number, which would be 1, which would give you 4. So highest number subtracting lowest number equals 4. That gives you your range, just so you know. It's not something we really focus on until about 5th grade, but it's just something nice to know. Okay, then you would move on and you would do another one. This is another one that I don't really like to laminate, just because I like to take it and make sure what they're doing and see if there's any way that I can help them. Okay, so hopefully this helps you break down that mean, median, and mode. I can give a better breakdown if you would like. Just let me know in the comment section. Okay guys, I hope you found that somewhat helpful. I'm hoping that you have a better understanding of mean, median, and mode. I can do a better breakdown if I need to, if you're still a little confused, because that was a little rushed. So if you are, go ahead and drop that comment, and I can do a more detailed lesson for you so you can understand. So go ahead and drop that comment down there. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel so you can get all the tips and tricks coming your way.